How would you like to wake up about 3 o'clock in the morning at the noise of a big explosion? Perhaps some of you have already had that experience, but obviously it would be a very unpleasant experience for anyone, especially when we don't know what that entails. Such was the experience of the few residents of a small country village several years back. And as a result, they got dressed and went out, and all of them were led into the direction of the only Christian church that occupied that territory and to which most of the residents of that village attended. What a sad thing. A property that was so precious to all of us, and all of them rather, especially on a Saturday night, already forbidding the possibility of a service the next morning. But it had happened, and all of the arrangements were being made to take care of that situation. And the pastor who was present was somewhat surprised to notice, apparently enjoying himself, the only town drunk, the vagabond of the village. So he approached him by name, whom he knew quite well as all of the residents also knew. And he said, "Hello, Joe. I'm surprised to see you so close to the church for the first time in all of the years that I have been here as the pastor." Not being intimidated, that town vagabond had a very quick and interesting answer. He said, "Yes, pastor. And this is also the very first time that I have seen this church so hot." Obviously, he was referring to the fire that was engulfing that structure. Very hot indeed. But the implication was that some of the heat that should characterize human relations, he had found to be absent from that location in previous encounters with them. So it's important that we realize that it is not the proximity to a church building that will make any positive difference in the life of any individual. The man was possibly very right in all of his application of those words, in the evaluation of the situation. But in order for us to benefit from what a Christian congregation has to offer, in fact, the structure of any other religion is through the commitment that we give of ourselves to the truths that it presents, to the message that it gives. And when people can appropriate that message into themselves and be transformed by those realities, then something of significance has occurred. In the case of that man, just being so nearby would make no difference at all. And I hope that you, my viewers, if you belong to any congregation, that you make an effort to be there with greater frequency, not simply to fulfill a ritual or to meet the expectations of others, but for your own benefit. You'll be able to enjoy what is given there and appropriate unto yourself the message that is proclaimed, especially those that maintain fidelity to the Word of God. So think about that, and hopefully your life will take a great impulse forward for your own good and always for the glory of God.